this motherfucker turned into
Go on, cool.
what are we doing?
Tell us about what you experienced.
No, I'm not talking. I was talking about the Superman trip?
Yeah,
Alright,
Superman.
so it's just a trip. I did this when I was younger. But all of a sudden, my friend fucking turned into a drill sergeant. He had a hat on and a whistle on his jacket. And he told all my other friends to about face and tan hut. I wouldn't listen to him. I went in about face and tan hut. So he started yelling at me. He said if I didn't listen to him, he was going to call the big man on me. I started laughing. I'm laughing. I'm like, why, yo, how'd you get the whistle?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to use this whistle to call the big man on you. And I'm laughing. I'm like, at this point, looking at him. And then he blew the whistle. And I heard dun 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 dun, and I'm hearing the Superman song up on a big speaker is all of a sudden on the side of my friend's house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? The speaker's vibrating, the song is going dun 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 dun, and then I'm looking at all my friends and the one guy who's blowing the whistle,
Yeah.
and they're all looking up, and I'm looking up and like, what the fuck are they looking at?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he goes, there he is, I see him. And I'm like, what? And I look, I see a red dot. See a red dot is getting bigger, bigger, bigger. All of a sudden, zoom, Superman. Right there in front of me, the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, hello, Mr. Combs.
Yeah.
Sergeant Combs or some shit. He's like, how can I help you? He goes, he want a tan hut or bow face. And he pointed at me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I instantly knew I was in trouble. I instantly knew I was going to get
But
my ass kicked.
your friend had no whistle, no hat.
Never had any of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
But that's what I saw.
Was he on mushrooms?
We were on LSD during the time when we was younger, yeah. And then what happened is, he turned around and he said, he wanted to tell him about face. Superman goes like this and looks at me like he's pissed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he goes, go get him, bro. I don't care, even though you know he can't outrun Superman, you're gonna try.
Yeah, yeah.
So I tried, bro. And Superman did this shit to me where in the one movie he takes off the sign off his chest.
Cool.
He takes the sign off his chest and he threw the sign at me. And it wrapped around me and turned into like gelatin. Bro, I'm on the street. Next thing you know, I'm coming out of my trip. I'm on the street. I'm like, get him away from me, get him away from me. All of a sudden, this gelatin turned into wet leaves.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why is all these fucking leaves all over me? Everybody's cracking up. They're like, yo, Humberto, you just ran through the bushes and they had the sprinklers on. And I was like, yo, where is he at? Where is he at? And they're like, well, I'm like Superman. I'm still on my trip, but I'm coming out of it. They're laughing. They're laughing. Then I realized it's not real.
That was a cool trip, bro.
But for real, bro, it looked just like Superman.
Yeah.
I really thought it was fucking 100% real. Another trip I had, I was in a group trip, and this is when you all see the same fucking thing.
Yeah, my friend was telling me about that. You fused together. Or
Bro,
whatever.
we were all fused together because I was looking at a comic book back then. It was an MTV character. It was a blue beastie character they used to have. And in the comic, it looked like he was driving a car, breaking through a wall, right?
Yeah.
So I'm reading it to my friends. We're on the boardwalk. All of a sudden, I get to this point where he's in the car breaking through the wall, and he came out the fucking comic book. Real quick, this car peels out the comic book, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking drives up on the boardwalk, does a donut, and then jumps back into the thing. We're all like, yo, what the fuck? We all saw it. We all fucking saw it. There must have been like 10 or 15 of us tripping.
All on LSD.
All on LSD, bro.
Yeah.
LSD and weed. Bro, but I was like, what the fuck? Because it was, when that happens, and you know that somebody else saw the same thing you saw, it's like, bro, we really do have like...
But this is what I'm interested in you as a person, because you've opened your third eye and you had a spiritual experience, and that led you to make the nunchuck weapon.
Nunchucks. That was off of not being on anything. That was off of me getting
attacked by police.
Yeah, I got attacked by police.
But then what?
They maced me.
Yeah,
when they maced me, what happened is I was trying to grab my eyes and get the shit out of my eyes. People grabbing my arms.
I'm sorry, man.
And then somebody punched me in the head.
Yeah.
I am thirsty.
You got punched in the head.
So I got punched in the head, and that triggered me. Boom.
Yeah.
Sent me to the atom, basically to the emotion that led to the thought of creation, that led the thought of creation to turn into an atom, and then the atom now is the building block to all the universe. And I saw how my interconnection to existence was tied to all that. So I saw the formation of a star, a solar system that panned out. It was like the fucking Men in Black movie when he pulls out into the marble and they have the big creatures there. It was crazy. It was like I saw the panning out of a galaxy, and then it was like when I went back into it, I saw God's name in every freaking language you can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like swirled into there, and then I went into an arena, and it was freaking,
crazy.
Bro, it was crazy. It was like I saw that like we all came from like somewhere else, like it was God's thoughts that created us, His idea.
Yeah.
So when I asked you before if you saw everybody, when I looked behind me,
Yeah.
I saw a freaking line of people, and it was like I remember everybody there.
Yeah.
Like they all looked familiar to me. And then I was in this Coliseum type of thing, and I saw nothing but light beams. They looked like they were glowing gold light.
Yeah.
You didn't have faces. They had indications that you could almost see like there was eyes, but you couldn't see it. And they were all singing. They were all singing. It was like I was there in the presence of God for a moment, but I couldn't look at God. Everything when I wanted to look at God at that point, I felt my shame. And then all of a sudden it was like I went through this cycle of knowing my existence, seeing my connection to everything else. And then I went back into my body.
Yeah.
At some point it was like I actually went into like the mind of God.
For the premiere.
I went back into my body.
Yeah, you wear a shirt.
That's a cool shirt.
That's already for the premiere.
Yeah.
So when I got back into my body, I basically could see through my eyes.
Yeah.
I could see through my eyes. It was like I knew that I was in this moment to find this moment all my life. Like I was going through this moment to experience my own existence and realize my existence and how important it was. So then all of a sudden I could just see the outline, and like it was like weird electrical fire around people, bro. It was the craziest thing, most colorful thing too.
Well, yeah, I'm going to show you a picture of
Can I
the.
tell you something very serious?
So then,
Yeah, tell.
Let me finish up.
so what happened from that point was I started fighting, and when I was fighting back, I was putting the mace on their face.
Yeah.
And then I remember grabbing whatever was close to me and elbowing. Everything was tight, elbow, grabbing whatever was close to me. And I remember, by the time it was over with, I remember I sidekicked somebody.
Yeah.
And I remember grabbing some pants and going like this, and I had to pay $75 for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pay $75 for the pants. One of the cops had to get x-rays on his ribs. That was the one I kicked. And they had to get their eyes washed out.
Yeah.
Because when they were grabbing on me, like as close as the thing, I felt like I knew that was the simplest thing to do, rub it in their face. I had it all over me, so it was like, you have some too.
Can we get the nunchucks out, please? Please.
Can I tell him something?
Yeah, tell him something.
I don't feel nothing about these strips, about this truffle thing.
Yeah.
I gave
What truffle?
It would kick in, bro.
You give yourself a little while there, Bobby.
Yeah.
You know what he wants? He wants to see you want to see the geometric shapes popping out everywhere.
You want to try
I want to
DMT,
feel
bro?
something different. At least he's
So anyway, this incredible man created this incredible weapon. It was inspired by a beating he took from the police, and now he's ready to fuck them up.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
That this movie that I'm in, as the lead villain,
Yeah.
I'm a cop. I kill the bad cops in that movie.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to use these weapons in it.
Yeah.
You do,
With
awesome.
blades on the end of them.
So you're quite famous in the world of martial arts because of this
not
invention.
too famous.
Not too
Yeah,
famous, yeah.
I'm kind of just like getting
Yeah, but
people are knowing about me.
Yeah, but you got onto Warrior Island because of this, yeah? Because of these nunchucks? Is
Yeah,
that-
man. Listen,
You're a
you know-
master.
You know, like
He's a master.
Yeah.
when Bruce came out with nunchucks and everything, he brought something new for people's eyes to see on film, right?
Yeah.
People got excited, and there was like an ignition of, I want to learn that martial arts is cool. It looks fucking badass to see that shit. So that's kind of like what I feel like
easier
I want
now.
to do is just kind
But
of
it still has to get this
do a similar
recognition.
thing.
Yeah, of course, mate.
And
Yeah,
he's gonna get this recognition, but he has to meet the right people, the right
yeah, he
moments.
will, yeah.
But he already did.
Oops.
I've told about this guy against Silvio Simek.
Yeah.
I explained to him that he's like Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got one clip. Listen, people back at home, listen. This guy has one extremely special clip that there's one guy, a nunchaku guy, in the world of the world of nunchakus. He's a black belt, and he wanted to show him. He wanted to see if he's good.
Yeah.
So then he went with this weapon made of foam, okay, against the guy with a real nunchaku black belt. If you listen, they're gonna upload it underneath it, you know, and don't forget to subscribe on Jimmy Justice's page. But listen, you're gonna see that clip. It looks like, because we are from Europe, right?
Yeah.
Or you're from England. It doesn't. It's attached to Europe. But listen, it looks like Cristiano Ronaldo against some normal soccer guy from an amateur club. The difference. This guy against a real nunchaku black belt. He's gonna upload it also. Then you're gonna see it. I want to see all of you. You always say it.
He keeps wanting me to upload this, but the guy didn't want me to.
No, but you
Are you selling these? Have you got a web shop or anything?
But listen,
not yet, man.
But listen,
Not yet.
this is for Europe. So in Europe, come on, man. Sorry for the guy. They have to see your training fight. No, the footage is incredible.
So
that guy, it was a black.
What do we call them? The five-nunchuck system?
This is a 5-sectional staff.
This guy. Hey, no, wait,
Just,
please, wait. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. This smart talking guy of I talk a lot, but no problem. Listen, I'm gonna explain it. This guy in that sparring clip with his nunchakus, okay, like all other kickbox fighters, they understand, or box fighters. We're fighting with distance. We use distance, right? This guy in that clip, you have to see that normal football guy, soccer guy, is a very arrogant soccer guy.
Yeah.
He's an arrogant black belt nunchaku master. Rah. This guy laughs in this whole film, and you know what he does? He's like this. Uppercuts. He gives.
We want to
uppercuts.
watch it now. We're gonna have to upload it. Yeah.
It's incredible. No, but it's true. It's true. Hey, this.
So what happened was because they're so different, it breaks the traditional mold. I ran into some people who try to wrap their minds around the things that I was doing. They said, well, it looks flashy, but I don't think it's combat effective.
Yeah.
My theory was, listen, man, a weapon doesn't make what makes combat effective, right?
Yeah.
It's the person behind it. Because I'll put these on the floor, that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're on the floor, they're 5 pieces of stick linked together. You know, I had to try to figure out how I was going to put life to them, and I knew that I had to bring that out there somehow.
Give him a
my challenge was,
You showed me, yeah.
my challenges of it was meeting people that were like, oh, that's not combat effective. Oh, you shouldn't whip it around your head. Or, oh, you can't hold it like that. Like, I would hold it like this, right? I would hold it like this, and I was told, you can't hold it like that. And the thing is that, listen, I am.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just driving me crazy because what I started to realize is that these so-called seafood masters, whatever, were wanting me to be a student while they retained this master glorification that they were giving themselves. And I was just looking to share with people, man, because this to me I'm passionate about is, it's like, you know, I had it for 12 years. I was scared to bring it out. But once I brought it out, now I'm going to meet this, and you're going to be the blocks that I have to go through, and you're going to stop me. And I was, at that point, no, because after 12 years of filtering myself out to make the decision to bring it out, now I was like, no, I'm not going to let nobody stop me in that sense, you know. So, and at the same time, it wasn't like, you know, I hated the fact that I felt it was like an ego versus ego type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to me, it's just a new art that I wanted to bring to show other ideas and everything that I felt that would add some spice or flavor to martial arts. And why not, you know?
Was you already a martial arts student? Yeah,
I wasn't a martial arts student. Never did martial arts.
No.
Never did martial arts with the stuff.
What made you think of doing the 5-nunchuck?
When I had that fight and I had that, to me it was like I had so much clarity, right?
Yeah.
That it was like after I came back and I was safe and I was settled and I had this clarity of being able to see through my own eyes and and see their own spirit and their evil intent. It was like an appetite of rage that they had to feed. And I was like the object of this fun that was being displayed in that moment. When I saw that and I had time to think back on it, you know, I remember how I felt. Like I felt like I was.
But these are like a message from God, man, aren't they? Yeah.
I feel like, you know, as I'm going through life, that's what it feels like too. Like I'm uncovering that message little by little.
Amazing.
Even as I talk with you guys, I discover more of it.
Well, look at me, I'm recording you, yeah? And the reason I'm recording you is because it's an amazing story. I'm going to do my best so that people can see this five-nunchuck system, you know what I mean?
Thanks,
and you need a lot of credit for it because, you know, nunchucks are old, yeah, from old China. I don't know how many thousands of years old they are. But these were developed in what year?
This, I invented these in 1998.
1998, there you go.
1998, and this is just one of the things that I have. So I changed swords,
Yeah,
right? So that if you imagine this middle piece just being a sword,
yeah.
and then I chained the nunchucks to the end. I made ways to use that around too.
Cool.
And I had it where I bridged the swords, two swords, right? That have a chain on each end and connect to the handle. So the swords are conjoined together by this section here.
Cool.
So you have where if you're fighting with swords and something comes up in the middle,
Yeah.
all you have to do is just lift up and you can block, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have this blocking mechanism. So the swords are kind of like, instead of these nunchucks, the swords on the side. So you have this blocking mechanism and you can swipe and hit, or you can trap it with another sword and stab with that other sword. So at the same time somebody's making a move, you can trap and hit.
Are you on Instagram, Humberto? Humberto.
Now it's like
I am, man, but I don't have a big following.
No, but we're going to give you an Instagram handle on this. How can we follow you?
Thanks. Dragonzales 99.
Dragonzales, eh?
99, yeah.
I like that. Is your name Gonzalez, is it?
Yeah.
Dragonzales, I like that. 99.
And
99, yeah?
yeah.
Dragonzales 99. I'm going to give him a follow now. I'm sending this video. I'm going to edit it up for him.
Thank you.
Nice one, mate. Pleasure to meet you, brother. I mean
Thank
that.
you, Jimmy.
Thank you, mate.
he is incredible.